for the next group yet?
I was gonna watch this one.
I can't tell if you're nerds
Which
or
one?
congressmen.
Oh, the button that gives you the laser. Which one's that? The red one? Got it.
Are you trying to act like me?
No. Alright, we got the whole class here.
What are people from your class doing?
Let's open this.
His whole class came here.
Really?
Yeah, Garrett Koda was outside.
I almost brought a shirt. I have a shirt exactly like that too. I almost brought it.
Okay.
I'm getting a picture. Me too.
Kids aren't bad, I know, you guys.
Kyle and Sean, look over here. Sean, look over here.
That's it.
Sean.
That is it. That's it. That's it.
You guys need to wear long sleeves.
Hey, you two, look.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Let's just go. I'm doing it. Let's just do it. Okay. No, what are you doing? I got it. We are the Griffin Deesies, and I am Meryl Strachan.
I am Meryl Strachan.
Describe the characteristics of the members of Congress and include.
I love you guys so much right now.
First is gender and race. Over the years, Congress, both Senate and House of Representatives, has become less and less male. From 1950 to 2007, there were 9 women, and now we have 74 in the Congress as a whole. African Americans went from 2 to 34, and we now have 23 Hispanics. I do not have the numbers for 1950, but it's a lot. Hold on just a sec. Recent elections, namely our last one to the Congress, show the progress that we as a nation have been making. We now have many more minorities and women, many of whom are chairing minor and major committees. So we're just very progressive in our viewpoints.
Now, I'm going to talk about the incumbency. Does anyone know what incumbency is? Incumbency
Yes.
is, let's say Andy over here, she can attest. Someone that has already been in office. Oh, wow. So, what happens is, around 1869, and when this is getting more and more popular, it used to not be a career. People would, they would just kind of do it as another job because the federal government was not supposed to be very important, so they wouldn't do that. But then as time progressed to the 1950s, there was a change, and politicians started to become disconnected from the people, and people saw them as professional politicians. So what happened was people started realizing this, so they tried to pass, like, let's say this is the Senate, you guys tried to pass a law. But then, let's say, no, you guys are the House of Representatives, you guys tried to pass a term limit. Well, let's say me and Kyle are the Senate and we stopped that and there's no term limit. But naturally, it did it on its own because, let's see, hold on. Okay, so what happened was, people with political scandals going on around the 1950s, they wanted to see newcomers because they were sick of the corruption in the political body. And now, let's just choose somebody. Emily, let's say you were an incumbent. What would you use your power to do?
I would use my power. That's a really hard question.
Okay. Well, what you would do is it gives them an advantage because they have the ability to